That new Barbie movie is a gift to kinksters. It has inspired so many new creative ideas for two of our favorite kinks, Dollification and Bimbofication. Last time, we dove headfirst into Dollification, and in this video, the spotlight is on Bimbofication and how Barbie is the glue that connects Dollification kink, Bimbofication kink, and a whole vanilla online subculture and social movement together. Zipper Magazine. Hi, I'm Sunny Megatron, clinical sexologist, certified sex and kink educator. I'm also the host of the Showtime original series, Sex with Sunny Megatron, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the kink education focused Zipper Magazine. We're going to get to the subculture and vanilla bimbo identity in a minute, but right now, let's talk about the kink. Bimbofication kink is a consensually role-played transformation into somebody who's superficial, sexually voracious, incredibly hot, and completely empty-headed. The bimbo archetype is most often a woman, but not always. There are definitely himbos and thembos too. Anybody of any gender or physical appearance can be a bimbo. In fact, bimbo play is a particularly popular form of feminization play among men and masculine folks. I'm betting that you know the bimbo archetype well. It's the stereotypical dumb blonde that we see in the movies, regardless of actual hair color. A bimbo's feminine attributes are overemphasized and over-sexualized to a cartoonish, extreme extent. Bimbos have a very pornified look, revealing clothes, gaudy makeup, tacky accessories. They're obsessed with material things and ultra-femme aesthetics. Pink, sparkly, glittery, fuzzy, cute, and of course, really hard thinky things hurt their little brain. The quintessential bimbo is also easy, not because she's an empowered woman who's reclaimed the word slut. It's because she doesn't know what's going on half the time. A bimbo lacks clear personal boundaries because boundaries? Wait, what are those again? Boundaries. It's that little line on the map that separates Canada from Mexico, right? Excuse me, why are your hands in my skirt? Oh, were you looking for something? You lost your keys. I bet I lose my keys all the time. Where? Oh, maybe they got lost in here. You want to help me look? Consensually pre-negotiated bimbo roleplay isn't just fun. It's an enjoyable, lighthearted way to take a complete mental vacation. Head empty. No thoughts. Kittens. Shoes. Like Dollification play, objectification and transformation fetish are prominent themes in bimbo play too. But while Dollification and Bimbofication do have quite a bit of overlap, there are some key differences that heavily influence the flavor of each kink. One of the biggest is the type of objectification that each is centered around. Dollification usually takes on a more passive style of objectification that falls into the realm of dehumanization or erotic anthropomorphism. The style of objectification in Bimbofication, on the other hand, doesn't completely dehumanize the bimbo. You might be thinking, wait a minute, okay, bimbos are objectified by other people and they are treated as objects. You know, if they do have any sort of valuable feelings or thoughts, it doesn't really matter because nobody cares. Bimbos exist for other people's pleasure, or at least they seem to exist for that reason, but more on that later. Despite being disregarded and treated in a way that feels very dehumanizing, a bimbo is still a living, breathing human, just a randy, simple-minded one with a great rack. A doll in Dollification kink, on the other hand, has an existence that's closer to that of human furniture or the type of dehumanization we might see in pet play. Dolls don't make their own decisions. They don't move or speak on their own. And if they do, it's only because that was pre-programmed into them. Like when you pull a string on a toy and it says, the cow goes moo. The character of a doll in a doll roleplay has no sentience, no autonomy. Kink caveat time. As a reminder, when I'm talking about kink, that means everything is done with consent, negotiated between partners, there's safe words, etc. So when I'm talking about things like having no autonomy or no ability to make decisions, I'm referring to a character attribute within the role play. Pretending to have no control or power is part of the fantasy, but the real you, who's present at all times, can always stop the action or make a request or advocate for your own well-being at any time. Unlike a doll character, a bimbo retains their humanity, even though it's disregarded and disrespected. This allows for more interactive dynamics and scenes, a give and take between partners, and the freedom to co-create kinky experiences together in real time. For instance, a doll who's not supposed to talk or move might have to break character to advocate for their own consent during a scene. But a bimbo can verbalize their needs in real time seamlessly, like you saw a couple of minutes ago. Because maybe I didn't want someone in my skirt. I wanted them up here. So I reinforced a boundary and redirected as part of the improv. This ability to verbalize without much restriction during a role play opens up such a wide range of play possibilities and scenarios. It even lends itself to someone taking on the bimbo identity in a 24/7 dynamic. In fact, some make the bimbo aesthetic such a part of their permanent identity that they undergo long-term body modifications and plastic surgery. Also, because none of these definitions are set in stone and kink is customizable, meaning no two people or two couples define things the same way or play by the same rules, some self-identified dolls and doll fetishists modify their bodies in this way to be more doll-like too. Bimbofication can be paired with so many other kinks too. Humiliation, body worship, CNC, gender bending and sissy training, DS dynamics, hypno role play, and so much more. There's something really interesting about bimbos though. Even though they act clueless, sometimes the bimbo really is the sharpest bulb on the porch or the brightest knife in the drawer, the brightest knife on the porch. Their airheadedness and hyperfemininity can serve as distractions and be tools that allow them to get exactly what they want. You only have to look as far as some iconic bimbos to see what I'm talking about. Mae West, Jessica Rabbit, even some real-life modern-day bimbos like Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, or Cardi B. So many people laugh at them for being shallow and dumb. But really, they're the smart ones that are laughing all the way to the bank. And we're too busy teasing and objectifying to see that big picture that they've been laser focused on the entire time. This aspect of the bimbo identity can be incredibly empowering, no matter if the bimbo is dominant or submissive. This is also why it's much more common to see dominant bimbos as opposed to dominant dolls. Bimbofication lends itself to domination, and this can be seen in archetypes like the bratty dom, a spoiled princess, a demanding sugar baby, a Barbie daddy, a classic femdom, and even a financial dom. Because someone's got to pay for all those designer clothes and manicures and Botox. So where do we really see those similarities between dollification and bimbofication? In the Barbie archetype. Yes, Barbie is an inanimate doll, dollification, but she's also so much more. She's such a part of our culture that we have fully humanized her. We know how she talks, walks, acts, thinks. Barbie is real to so many of us. I mean, now she's even the star of a movie. This multifacetedness makes Barbie perfect for dollification, bimbofication, or a hybrid that doesn't really fit into one or the other, but blurs the lines between them. And as a cultural icon and symbol, Barbie is also the ideal role model for the mainstream bimbofication community and movement. Adult performer Alicia Amira kicked off the Bimbo movement in 2017. The goal was to counter the misogynistic, sex-negative, damaging connotations related to the term bimbo. The Bimbofication movement has become a sizable empowerment initiative and an online subculture that challenges traditional beauty standards and the expectations that are placed on women. Today, if you search Bimbofication on TikTok, few of the results will be related to the kink community, even though that's who popularized the term long ago. But you will find a lot related to this new mainstream definition of bimbofication. Popular with Gen Z, this version of the bimbo that exists outside of the kink world challenges the idea that intelligence or conformity to social norms should define a woman's worth. Bimbos believe that playing with an exaggerated version of femininity is a way to reclaim agency over one's own body, one's sexual expression, and also challenge the male gaze by refusing to adhere to its standards. While bimbos appear to be catering to men's desires, they're actually using bimbo stereotypes to challenge power structures, to expose hypocrisy, and to satirically critique societal norms. The vibe is very anti-girl boss and anti-hustle culture. On an individual level, it allows people to be exactly who they want, to embrace the femininity that might have been shamed out of them, to indulge in guilty pleasures and frivolity without judgment, and to look whatever way makes them feel good without worrying about the approval of others. The Bimbo movement is also supportive of and adjacent to other social movements that are centered around dismantling oppressive systems. Bimbos are sex positive, aligned with anti-racism activism, reproductive freedom, LGBTQIA plus causes, sex worker rights, etc. So why has Barbie become this iconic mascot of the Dollification fetish community, the Bimbofication fetish community, and the larger Bimbo movement? Barbie has been a symbol of embodying both femininity and feminism for generations. She gets criticized for reinforcing stereotypical, unattainable beauty standards, but at the same time, she served as our most beloved independent woman role model, right? Barbie somehow struck a perfect balance in that impossible game that women, femmes, and people of marginalized genders are thrust into. You know what I'm talking about. You need to be everything and do it perfectly. A supermom, a successful career woman. You have to look pretty, but don't wear too much makeup because then people think you're a cheap floozy. Be sexy, but not too sexy because you don't want people to think you're a slut. None of this is actually attainable. But Barbie somehow did it. She could be a stereotypical bimbo and an astronaut, a businesswoman, a mother. She owns a fancy Malibu Barbie dream house with an elevator, by the way. Ken is just arm candy. She didn't need his help. Barbie won that unwinnable game that we're all forced to play. So now you know that when you hear the term bimbofication out in the wild, that it might be referring to the kink, it might be referring to the subculture and philosophy, and for some bimbos, they may walk the line between both. And for those kinksters that bring some of the mainstream bimbo empowerment vibe into their kink play and dynamics, well, it's a natural fit. Why? Because in kink, when we role play power dynamics that turn real life themes and identities into over-exaggerated archetypes. Whether we consciously realize we're doing this or not, we are, quote, intentionally and consensually perverting social norms and hierarchies for our pleasure. Well, that's a lot to think about, isn't it? I would love to hear from you. Have you explored dollification or bimbofication in kink or in your everyday life? Let us know down in the comments. And also, don't forget to check out Zipper Magazine's YouTube channel for more bimbofication and dollification educational content, as well as the website. And if you didn't catch part 1 of this video series all about dollifications, you can get the link right down in the description. Thanks for spending this time with me. You are such a doll, or a bimbo. Is that an insult? Did you like that? I don't know. Until next time, bye.